This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. Well, after years of observation, we talked about this the other day, and now that Vultures is out, I can further say that Drake is the problem. When you analyze everything over the years, Drake is the problem of most of his beefs. Maybe not so the Pusha T one, but maybe so too. Because he kind of just took behind Lil Wayne with that one, right? Lil Wayne had and Pusha T had a problem, and Drake kind of inherited that, right? And pushed that forward. So that we could kind of say Drake's at fault for that, for keeping it going. But I'm going to tell you, Drake, as you see in this picture right here, he was goo goo gaga for Lil Wayne, right? Same with Meek Mill. He was very infatuated with street culture, street rap, being Canadian, coming down to the United States. He embraced Meek Mill. You'd see him wearing DC chains, everything, right? And yes, Meek Mill benefited from the situation because Drake was on all his first couple albums, right? And those were the biggest singles from those albums that helped push the sales for the albums. Now that he doesn't have Drake anymore, the sales have dwindled quite a bit, okay? You see that Drake only really embraces Rick Ross at this moment. I mean, he embraced Meek Mill when he came home because Meek Mill was hot. That's that typical industry thing. You get around whatever's hot at the moment because you keep your own hotness going. He's distanced himself from Nicki Minaj ever since the beginning in 2012. Moving on to 2013, you would see him distance himself from Nicki Minaj and only do spot appearances where they seem to be cool for small periods of time in between. This is because Drake has been rejected by Nicki Minaj, right? So he has a pettiness inside of him. Every verse he gives her in video is a gift, right? Lil Wayne always pays homage and respect to Lil Wayne, but won't do an album with Lil Wayne because he doesn't want to be seen. He wants to be seen as a big dog, and he can never be a big dog next to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's better than him at rapping. Lil Wayne is more respected. I can't say he's more famous because I think they're equally famous. He's more respected than Drake. Lil Wayne's known to be the best rapper alive, maybe even better than Jay-Z for the people in the South, right? Lil Wayne definitely puts more effort in as more of a rapper's rapper than Jay-Z is. Jay-Z kind of abandon rap and move on. Lil Wayne won't do that ever. He's passionate about it. Jay-Z's not as passionate. Jay-Z's passionate about business and making money. He'll sell his own friends down the river, like Dame Dash and others, to make some money. You got to kiss Jay-Z's feet to make some money with him. Quentin Miller helped Drake. Rappers get help. Hooks, melodies, how to attack a certain song. Quentin Miller offered help through DJ Drama in 2015. Meek Mill eventually feuded with Drake. Nicki put a battery in his back, but also Drake didn't show up to certain events that he said he would show up to with Meek, and Meek took offense to that, arguably because he thought they were friends, right? So he felt slighted. Like, you hating on me because I'm with Nicki, and Nick, don't forget, Nicki turned Drake down early on, so he feels like it's spite. Just like, look, here's the evidence for you. What's happening now with Rihanna? Drake has problems with Rihanna and A$AP Rocky because Rihanna didn't want Drake after the relationship. I'm not saying Nicki and Drake had a relationship, but I believe he did make a pass at her, and she rejected him. Drake can't handle rejection. Look what he does with Academics. Academics says one thing critically. You'll never see Drake and Academics on a stream, even though Academics is the biggest Drake supporter and the most loyal Drake supporter ever. But he'll go to Kai, Aiden, and all these other people to spite Academics. I can't remember. But Academics was probably critical of something, or maybe Academics just falling asleep on stream once. That hurt Drake's feelings. Drake is fragile. And this is why you'll never get a Lil Wayne and Drake album. You'll never get that. Because he never wants to be the underdog. Drake and Nicki, you'll see, he gives her stuff every once in a while just because he has love for her. But and this is why you really won't see him with Meek Mill that much anymore, because first of all, Meek Mill did try to destroy his career, but Meek Mill felt slighted, and maybe he knew that Drake was in his feelings about him being with Nicki, and Meek Mill thought he could try to take him out. That was a bad decision. But Drake, my point is Drake is the problem. The whole Quentin Miller situation, he doesn't mess with Quentin Miller anymore because of the DJ drama and everything. Quentin Miller was an innocent bystander in that, and he could have really helped Quentin Miller's career, right? And Quentin Miller deserved it. But guess who's helping him now? Kanye, right? Drake, for some reason, something happened behind the scenes with Kanye. Maybe it was that first video, Best I Ever Had, that was trash, right? And that Kanye directed, and he felt like it wasn't good. And then he felt like Kanye didn't mix the beat right for, the first song that sounds distorted. He thinks Kanye did that purposely. So it started a feud with them because Drake got in his feelings, right? And I think that Kanye gets in his feelings too. And that's why he gave him information to Pusha T to continue that beef going. It's a love-hate relationship. Remember, they were supposed to come out with an album called Calabasas. That never happened because Drake got in his feelings about something. Maybe it was Kanye getting... when did Kanye get with Kim Kardashian? Kanye started dating Kim Kardashian. When was that? Okay. 2012. I think that Kim and Drake had something prior to 2012 when they started dating, right? Because, remember, Kanye has a thing about Drake and Drake has a thing about Kanye. Kim Kardashian didn't choose Drake. She chose Kanye. And that started their feud. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm starting to think about this a lot now. And I think I'm on to something. We can continue to piece this together over the months, but I'm telling you, man. Drake's the problem. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.